Hello guys, and today I'm going to give you a brief story about the banning and unbanning of a national radio broadcaster by YouTube from the YouTube platform. In Britain, there is a national radio station called TalkRadio, which is essentially a debating broadcasting station, okay? And basically people phone up and discuss things in the news and other things with presenters, and often they try to talk about things which are topical at the moment and things like that, okay? Yesterday, YouTube decided to ban TalkRadio from its platform, probably being completely unaware of who TalkRadio is. They probably just thought it was just another YouTube channel of people, you know, an independent YouTube channel of people just making things up as they go along. They probably did not realise, or probably didn't fully appreciate when it was taken down, that it is in fact a UK government regulated national radio broadcaster. Okay? And it caused a backlash. Even the government got involved in the debate. Okay? And, you know, there was discussions about freedom of speech and YouTube gagging people. Why is YouTube interfering in censorship rules? You know, when things have been provided by a national broadcaster and meets all UK broadcasting guidelines. A member of the government was even invited to talk on the TalkRadio radio station itself to discuss how he felt about YouTube, well, maybe not necessarily YouTube, but generally censorship of this kind. Here's what he had to say.
Do you think people in a free democratic country should be allowed to debate government policy, should be allowed to question whether or not there should be lockdowns, whether that response is proportionate, and discuss the relative threats of different viruses? Do you think we should be allowed a free and full debate on that without censorship by, say, for instance, big tech?
Yes.
Are you confident that that's happening right now?
I hope so.
And do you think that any action should be taken by the government if it isn't happening, or if there is censorship?
I don't believe in censorship, and we have a free and fair press, and we have commentators and interviewers of distinction who do criticise the government's position, from Lord Sumption, the former Supreme Court judge, to Peter Hitchens, the distinguished Mail on Sunday columnist, and others. And long may it remain so. And I respectfully disagree with them, but I think it's important that their voices are heard and that debate takes place.
Do you think it's dangerous or that people have blood on their hands if they ask questions?
No, I think it's absolutely right that people should ask questions.
Good to know. We should pass that information on.
Anyway, after a huge backlash, YouTube decided to back down and reinstate the channel. They then put out a statement explaining it. This was what YouTube had to say. They said, TalkRadio's YouTube channel was briefly suspended, but upon further review has now been reinstated. We quickly remove flagged content that violates our community guidelines, including COVID-19 content that explicitly contradict expert consensus from local health authorities or the World Health Organization. We make exceptions for material posted with an educational, documentary, scientific or artistic purpose, as was deemed in this case. So basically YouTube finally caved in because it couldn't stand the criticism of being seen as a censoring platform that thought it was above the law of the land, you know, i.e. censoring stuff which was perfectly legal in Britain and preventing British people from seeing content which was perfectly legal within Britain and wasn't pornographic or age restricted in any way, simply because some people were questioning whether or not the lockdowns were a good idea or not, or things like that. So there you go. YouTube have finally caved in after I believe there's a lot of people, they've probably got a lot of nasty people writing to them, and wondering what the hell there was going on. There was talk about YouTube and others behaving like China in censoring internet content, and they're saying, is this really what we want from the West? A lot of censorship just because some tech giants don't happen to like something? So in the end, YouTube backed down, okay, and reinstated the channel. If you're curious, this is the official TalkRadio YouTube channel, which was originally banned and then reinstated. It discusses things like, should Julian Assange be extradited to the US? Should Doctor Who be played by a man again? Is the Flash Gordon film racist? And the discussion about the COVID vaccine, which, you know, and there may have been, you know, some debate about that. You know, maybe there was some content which they removed themselves. I have no idea. But anyway, it doesn't seem to me to be that controversial. To be a fair disclaimer here, my mum personally listens to this radio station herself. You know, and so I'm aware of the sort of, I've often heard sometimes the radio on in the background when I've been cooking or doing other things, and so I'm fully aware of the kind of content that is on this radio station, okay, and I don't think it's that, you know, groundbreaking or shocking. It's not like Howard Stern or anything was in the past, so I really think YouTube lost the plot in this case, in my honest opinion, right? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. It's glad to see that TalkRadio have had their channel reinstated, but YouTube shouldn't have banned it in my view in the first place. Banning a national radio station's YouTube channel is, in my view, absolutely ridiculous. Maybe if they had a lot of pornographic content on it and they didn't want pornographic content on that kind of platform, I would understand, but it wasn't like that. So I think it's ridiculous, and it shows you that, you know, these tech giants have way too much power, in my opinion. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.